Hey guys, Connor here. So today I'm going to be doing, it's kind of a coffee with Connor, but there's gonna the difference is I'm not actually drinking coffee today. Big shocker for anyone that knows me. No, today instead I'm going to be drinking vegan chocolate milk. And I know some of my friends think veganism total waste. Shut the fuck up. Already broken rules. Not meant to swear as much. Going to try and cut it down. I know it has to be family friendly. But yeah, so just to start off, I am going to let people know what the milk is and where it's from. It is Alpro dark chocolate milk alternative. It is a long life drink, which means basically it lasts a long time. It's pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually do really enjoy it. It's really nice, and it's a really great vegan milk alternative for anyone that enjoys chocolate milk but no longer drinks milk. Or at least no longer drinks animal milk, because poor baby calf's getting the milk took off him. Don't worry, I'm not going to go into all that crap. Well, I say crap, it's not crap, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to open that jar of pickles. But yeah, so I got mine from Tesco. It's £1.70 normally, but at the moment it's on offer for £3 And no, I'm not being sponsored or anything. I'm not off Tesco or anyone. Please, if you want to, feel free to. Could use the money. But yeah, it's basically just I know how hard it can be to find vegan products. I'm not vegan at the moment. The last time I tried going vegan, I didn't really structure my diet plan very well, and let's just say I got very weak from not having enough calories every day. So yeah, I will be trying it again soon, once I have some money coming in properly that I can afford vegan stuff and everything, get all my own stuff and everything. I will look at going back to being vegan because I do enjoy it. I'm not one of those that are completely be vegan because animals need our help, although animals do, and that is the point of today's video, getting back on track, because this is a 2-minute long intro. Basically today I'm going to be talking about just a few of the most recent extinct animals. And if you don't know what extinct means, basically animals that don't exist anymore. They're all dead. You cannot find them anywhere. Or at least the ones I'm going to be talking about today have been reported as that. And it's a real shame. And not all of it's humans' faults. We didn't kill them all. Most of them, but not all of them. Things like natural diet, habitat changing, forest fires, stuff like that. It all comes into fruition with this. But yeah, quite a big one is either human hunting or climate change, which, as we all know, was caused by humans, and no one can deny it as much as they really want to try. Donald Trump. Still don't believe in it? Look outside. It's just fucked. The weather's constantly changing, the world's slowly dying, and all we're doing is sitting there and doing fuck all about it. But anyway, so yeah, really great drink. Good price in Tesco's at the moment. Have a look if that's what you're into. Right, so the first animal I'm going to be talking about is the gastric brooding frog. Now, this is a very weird animal, and I say that because one of the most fascinating facts about it, what it means by gastric brooding, is basically this frog, the females will actually eat the fertilized eggs and allow the tadpoles to grow and nurture inside the stomach. And at which point, when the tadpoles turn into baby frogs, although I know tadpoles are baby frogs, I mean when they actually are frogs properly, they crawl out of the mother's esophagus. And for anyone that doesn't know what that means, they crawl out of the throat. They literally crawl up and out of the throat. It's very weird, but it's very cool at the same time. So this species of animal was first discovered in 1972 and basically the last wild specimen was seen in 1981, and the last captive specimen, so in zoos and crap like that, died in 1983. So sadly, just a few years after it was discovered, all dead. So some of the reasons for their extinction are lodging activities, limited habitation, human introduction of certain basically humans that introducing bacteria that they weren't used to and it killed them, bushfires like I said, and degrading air and water quality due to climate change, so yet again due to humans. Yes, it's quite weird. Just to let you know, the website I'm getting these facts off, and these have been fact checked apparently, I don't know if that's real, it's just what I'm going off. Right, get on to the next one. So the next one is the golden toad. Yet again another frog, well, a toad. Another amphibian. Basically, quite a beautiful burnt sienna sort of colour. Don't know why they call it golden. Could have called it a burnt sienna toad. That could just be me being really annoyingly like... Well, just me being really annoying, really. So this toad is from Costa Rica. It can be found in the forest there, or it could be found in the forest there. It was discovered in 1964 and the last confirmed sighting was 1989, and that sighting was just of a single male. Initially the extinction was blamed on global warming, but since then scientists have said it's a bunch of other crap, which includes fungi that basically made them mushrooms. Basically, the toads were eating mushrooms and it made them ill. Well, they were stupid, not. Poor little thing. He's so cute. Like, oh, he's just adorable. Right, this is me getting sidetracked yet again. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the dusky seaside sparrow. And this is basically just a little black and white birdie. The sparrow appeared in the New York Times about orange red. The last living dusky seaside sparrow, which could only see with one eye, died a year after the article was released. The poor little thing. And it's basically yet again just poisons being released by humans on insects that the bird would feed on. Just killed it. And it's a real shame because people don't like insects. Birds eat them, they eat the poison, and the poor little birdie dies, and in this case it wiped out an entire species through poisoning and just lack of the amount of them. And it's a real shame. Now the next one, I'm going to apologise because I cannot pronounce the name of this properly, but it is a really interesting story behind it, so I think I'm going to give it a go. So it's called the Pyrenean ibex, also known as the Becado. It's a species of Spanish ibex which became extinct in the year 2000, and it was wiped out by poaching, diseases, and basically just competition with other species of the sort for food. The last ibex was a female named Celia, if that knows, died after being hit by a falling branch, which just, I don't want to make a joke, but at the same time it's like, it's such an ironic way to die, like, you know, fighting off poachers and diseases and fighting with other animals, and was killed by a branch. I am sorry for your, like, I'm sorry you died, but you couldn't have died in just a really bad way, like. So yes, so the ibex became the first extinct animal to actually be able to be brought back through cloning after she died. So yeah, her tissues were harvested for samples and they cloned her. Unfortunately, the clone died within minutes. However, scientists in Spain are now beginning like another attempt at doing it, and hopefully this one works out and they can actually just bring them back. So I am going to take a break for a second just to tell you why I'm doing this video. So basically, in the news today, there was reports about the, oh, I've got to remember this now, like I can't remember where they're from, and it's really bad because I literally had the news report up a minute ago, but I'm not faffing about getting it back up. Basically, white rhino, northern white rhino, there is one left in the world. There is one left. And he looks like he's on his way out, and it's a real shame. And they've been trying for years to get him to mate, and when they finally managed to get him to mate after moving him from a zoo in the Czech Republic to a zoo in Africa basically, but like back where he was originally from, he began mating with females that were there at the time, but it had been so long since the females had actually like reproduced that they no longer couldn't get pregnant anymore. So what scientists are actually trying to do is they took samples off of him, and they're trying to actually implant a fertilized egg in the southern form of the white rhino, and basically they're hoping that the genetics is enough of a match that they'd actually be able to give birth back to the northern species, which I think is a really good thing. They've not really had much luck so far, but it is proceeding on, and they are learning more and like slowly being capable to do it, and they reckon by the end of this year they might actually be able to do it. And then, you know, fingers crossed, I hope they do, because it'd be so great to just be able to say we managed to save this species from extinction, we managed to right our wrongs and just save an entire species instead of wiping yet another one off of the face of this earth. Because let's face it, animals have been around long before humans have, and that is why a lot of ancient cultures believed them to be gods, because look at the humble alligator. It is a species of animal that have been around for millions, hundreds of millions of years, but have survived. So why should they be wiped out by us, a species that's been around a couple of thousand years? It's not right, and it's not fair. So I will move on now before, like, you know, I go into full ranting mode like I did in the last video, which I still apologise for, but I don't apologise for at the same time. So the Bajie River dolphin. The dolphin was classed as extinct in 2006 after a survey conducted basically turned up empty. There was just none due to pollution and dam construction, which was stopping the flow of rivers. It just killed them out, and it is a real shame because, like I said before, like they've got a picture, like this video here, but I'm just looking at the picture of it, and it is really adorable. These animals are so adorable, and it's an utter shame that they just got wiped out for no reason. So, and the second to last one is the western black rhino. Now, this is, like I said before about the white rhino, the black rhino is just like, it is just so bad. And the reason these animals are dying is ridiculous. People are literally hunting them and killing them for just the horn, you know. And I'm not saying like what I'm about to say is a good idea and should be done. Clearly it shouldn't, but you don't need to kill an animal for a horn. Like, it could have easily have been removed, but I still think that's wrong. Like, they shouldn't have done it whatsoever. Now, these horns are used to make ceremonial knives traditionally, and some traditional medicines. It's meant to be a cure for poisoning, and some even say that it's a cure for cancer, which just, it clearly isn't. Otherwise it would have been researched and tested, and they would have done more to save this species and not just let it die out because of mass slaughter. So my final one, which is one of the more it's quite recent. It's not that recent. It's 4 years ago now. The Formosan clouded leopard. This species of leopard was named completely extinct in 2013, as originally they were thought to have died out in the year 2000, but some were spotted 13 years after that. However, since then, the leopards have been captured and just killed and have been declared as extinct, and it is a real shame. Yet again, just people going on to nature reserves and hunting for what they call fun, which I can't see the fun in, you know, chasing an animal and shooting it or stabbing it. I can't see the fun in it whatsoever. Like, I get animals kill animals and people kill animals as part of the food chain, as, you know, to survive. But when it becomes no longer about survival and it becomes about fun and entertainment, it is clearly wrong. I don't, like I said, I'm not one of those people that think, you know, don't kill animals because there's no need to, you can live off vegetables and stuff. But I think don't kill everything and don't kill it for fun. It's not fair on the animals, it's not fair on future generations of humans that will never get to see these animals because they were wiped out by previous generations, just completely wiped off of the planet. Now, that is pretty much it for like talking about animals that we have slaughtered, maimed and made extinct. If you can't tell by the look on my face, I'm utterly disgusted with the human race right now. So I'm gonna go, because if I stay any longer, I'm literally just going to turn into a full-on rant about how fucked up humans are. Like how they fucking elect ignorant fucking people that do stupid things for their own benefit. And on that note, bye guys. Don't forget, rate, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff, you know. Let me know what you think about the extinction of animals and what humans have done to them. See you in the next video.